For every $1 the average white family has, African American families have 15 cents. While we've been underserved, we are not under-brilliant. Some of you all may think I'm crazy. Good. Because crazy goals require crazy action. We gotta stop flexing and start building. Debt keeps you and your family stuck, but ownership sets us free. Ownership sets you free. This is no longer about aspiration. It's about activation. The wealth gap that tried to define us, we're gonna close it one family, one generation at a time. I just saw a stat while I was reading and studying this morning that bothered the living daylights out of me. It made me literally want to throw my phone across my office. You see, it said that Black families, our hardworking families, hold just 15.5% of wealth that white families do. I want to say this again so we can sink in and really bring it down to some basic numbers so you can really understand. For every $1 the average white family has, African American families have 15 cents. 15 cents. Now, I want to say this up front because I do not want to rub people wrong. This is not an attack on white families. I love white families. I love white people. This show is still going to be a blessing to any and everyone who's watching this, whether you're Black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, you name it. But being an African-American man, this bothered me, and I have to talk on this. I got to teach on this and make sure that I'm helping people of color, because one of the main reasons why I branched out on my own, one of the main reasons why I'm still going is because I want to help people of color get the wealth that we deserve, get out of debt, and build the life that I believe God truly wants, not just for white people, but for all people. And Black people are considered in all. You see, the median Black household net worth is right at $44,000, while the white household net worth is right at $284,000. Now pause, because I know some of you white people are gonna say, that's not me. I'm not saying that it's you. I'm simply going off of the stats. Median, okay? Median. So median means that in the middle, this is what we averagely see. That above that, 50%, okay, there are some Black people making more money than 44,000. I'm one of them. But then the median of 49% of those people below that are making less. So that means that there are people in a white household that have a net worth less than 240,000. Okay? So I'm not saying this is you. Black people, I'm not even saying that this is you with the 44,000. I'm saying it's the median. This means that right at the middle, this is where we are. Now, I know some of you all are thinking up front, oh my gosh, here he goes again with these depressing numbers. But hold up. Because here's what I need you to understand. While we've been underserved, we are not under-brilliant. Yes, while due to history challenges, we may have been underserved, but we as a people are not under-brilliant. We are among some of the smartest individuals, most creative individuals, if you ask me. And we are definitely some of the hardest working people on this planet, not just in the United States, but in and on this planet. But to build generational wealth, and I mean real wealth, we've got to break some cycles. And that takes bold action, real strategy, and a collective focus. My personal goal, I told you at the beginning of this year, I felt convicted. Everything was about Anthony ONEAL. And I was like, you know what, man, I'm here for Black people. And as I started going back to school, I went to an HBCU to get my bachelor's degree. And And I'll be done actually in 2 months with my executive MBA. And then I start my doctoral program in October. And I shifted the vision and the mission, not the vision, the mission of my company to help Black and brown communities eliminate $1 billion in debt and build $500 million in wealth by 2050. This is my personal goal, my personal mission of why I get on here every single day and teach to you all. Some of you all may think I'm crazy. Good. Because crazy goals require crazy action. It requires it. So I want to break down some of the things that is going to require that. What are the actionable steps we got to take to change the narrative around where we are today? This is going to be a good show. It's going to be an eye-opener show, but we got to do it because my Black family is not going to be a statistic. And I want to pause. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. Even with the white families with the median being at $284,000 in wealth, it's no money. One of my shows, I told you one of the goals is that you should have is you should be able to leave $250,000 to your kids. How are you going to do that if you only have a wealth of $284,000? This is why I'm saying that this show is going to help everybody. Specifically Black people, yes, but all people, you can take something from this and apply it in your life. But today I'm talking to Black people. What's going on, fam? Hey, listen, if you're serious about getting out of debt, building real wealth, and creating a life of freedom, this is your home. I want to personally invite you to subscribe to the channel right now because every single week we're dropping videos that will help you take control of your money. It will help you shift your money mindset and break money generational cycles. You see, this channel isn't just content. It's honestly a movement. Over 1 million people have joined this community over the last 4 years. I'm still blown away by that, to be honest. And our mission is bold. It is to eliminate $1 billion in debt and build $500 million in assets by the year of 2050. We talk real money, real freedom, and real legacy here at the table. No fluff, no credit card hacks, just the truth that will set you and your family up for a better financial future. Do yourself a favor and join this family, join this movement by hitting that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications and join this journey because this is where financial freedom begins. Let's get back to the show. Hit that subscribe button. What actionable steps do we need to take to change this narrative specifically for our family? Number one is we gotta face the racial wealth reality and stop making excuses. You see, here's the thing. As of last year, 2024, Black families hold 4.7% of the total US wealth, despite making up 13.6% of the population. So this gap is real. From redlining to predatory lending to systemic racism and systemic barriers that have tried to keep us stuck. But here's the thing, what I love, that I've loved, and I love this about our people, and I'm learning even more about our people. We are not powerless. We must become wealth warriors. We got to educate ourselves. We got to take control of our financial narrative and stop. I said stop playing defense with our future. Are we going to keep making excuses? Are we going to keep blaming systemic racism? Are we going to keep blaming Donald Trump? Are we going to keep blaming the Republican Party? Are we going to keep blaming the Democrat Party? Are we going to keep blaming everyone else? Or are we going to make the moves that is required to get to the next level for our family? And I'm talking to you right now. I'm not talking to anyone else. I'm talking to you who's watching this show. I've always said this, the White House does not control my house. Yes, some of the laws, yes, some of the executive orders will impact things in my house, but I control what happens inside of my house. I control that. So I'm no longer giving, this is the spiritual side of me, I'm no longer giving the enemy room to control and to impact my life. Nope. Nope. No, sir. I ain't doing it no more. I'm sorry. Not sorry. No. Listen, we're all gonna hit obstacles. Listen, we're all gonna face things that we don't love. I've been called a racist name. I've been treated wrong because of the color of my skin. I've been judged because of the color of my skin, or even because of my past mistakes. I've lost money and been skipped over because of certain things. But I will not allow those people to give me a reason to not win financially. Which leads me on to the second thing that we got to do is we got to have a mindset and identity change. We got to stop flexing and start building. Let me keep it 100 with you, because I'm going to hit this showtime today. We're going to get up out of here in 25 minutes. And this is going to offend some people. You may not even like it a little bit, but I just got to be real here at the table. Our culture often prioritizes the image over infrastructure. We often prioritize the image of looking good over the infrastructure of building something that is good. Pause right there. That's like driving over a bridge. The bridge looks good, it has nice lights on it, and the sidewalks are clean, and you got the real nice things that keep the bridge standing up in the water. But the infrastructure is not good to drive on. But it looks real good for pictures. But the infrastructure can't endure a storm. You see, posting luxury without ownership is not wealth. I'm going to offend some of you. You're posting your Lamborghini and you're leasing it, but you don't own it. That ain't wealth. It's performance. And performance doesn't pay bills. Anthony, you got a real nice car. You drive a Bentley. I do, and I own it. I saved up for it. I walked into the dealership and I paid cash for it. It's mine. Just because I own a Bentley, though, doesn't even mean that I, quote unquote, have wealth. No, I'm building an infrastructure that is producing wealth. You see, between 2019 and 2022, over 90% of net worth gains in a Black household came from home equity. You know what that tells me? When we focus on ownership instead of appearance, that's when we really win. And this is something that I'm really focusing on. Okay, Anthony, you ain't got to do all this stuff no more, man. Like I want to position myself to where, man, when my wife come in and play, man, I want us to win from day one. Man, when I have kids, I want my kids to win from day one. Man, I'm 41. I have a good 9 to 14 years left in me before I want to be done. I ain't trying to work till I'm 65, 70, 75 years old. Man, ownership instead of appearance. And here's what we got to do. And here's my thing. I need you all. I know this is a podcast. I know you're watching some video, but I need y'all to repeat this back to me. Value ownership over appearance. Repeat that back to me. Value ownership over appearance. Let me hear you. All right. Here's the second thing. I need you to repeat back to me. Invest in things that appreciate. Homes, retirement, education. Here's number 3. Repeat them back to me. Replace short-term flexes with long-term foundation. That number 3 is good. Replace short-term flexes with long-term foundation. Let's talk about that. What do you mean by short-term flexes, Anthony? Well, why would you go rent a high-rise for $5,000 a month when you can go rent an apartment for $2,000 a month, save $3,000 a month, so you can go own a home or own a high-rise? You see, it's not about being flashy. It's about building a foundation that produces a legacy and or wealth. And can I be honest and vulnerable with you for a minute? Y'all know I always do this. I don't know why I keep asking y'all. But I used to be that guy. I remember, man, the very first time I rented a luxury car. I rented a Cadillac, not the Escalade, the Cadillac car. And this was right when MySpace was out and we could post things on MySpace, man. I was living in Jacksonville, Florida. I'll never forget the very first time I lived in Jacksonville, Florida. I lived there twice. And I rented this Cadillac because I wanted to take my girlfriend at the time to Atlanta. And I wanted to make sure that we pulled up in style. So I rented this old man Cadillac. And I posted that thing on MySpace, and me and her chilling, we getting out. I posted it like I owned it. But that flex, that mindset was one of the main reasons why I was living paycheck to paycheck. The preacher in me wants to shout and scream, stop lying to yourself when I see people like that. Because I'm like, what's the point? When you get my age, you're gonna be like, that was so crazy. And you know what's so funny, man? And I laugh when I say this, but half of the things that I told my parents makes absolutely no sense in my 20s, even in my young 30s, and especially when I was a kid and a child. Half of the stuff that they're saying that they said makes all the sense now. It makes all of the sense. Mom, Dad, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, I apologize. Half the stuff you did say still don't make sense. But half of the stuff that you said makes a lot of sense now at this big age of my life. And honestly, man, I wish I would have got this in my 20s and especially in my younger 30s. All right, fam, let me keep it real with you for a quick minute here. Most career change programs, they promise you the world, then they leave you hanging. But this QA boot camp I'm about to tell you about, I'm gonna be real with you up front. It's going to take about 20 weeks of hard work, studying after your day job, pushing through when you want to quit. But this is the fastest, most legit path I found to go from whatever you're making now to $85,000 plus working from home in tech. 100% no coding required. You see, Careerist has over 1,300 graduates now working for companies like Google, Apple, Amazon, and even Disney. Their program is ranked #1 by Course Report. And here's what I love. They don't just train you and leave you. They coach you until you actually get a job. You see, one of my friends, Mike, went from working 90 hours a week, making $63,000 a year, to making $98,000 plus in commission working from home. Sarah, single mom, went from retail to $95,000 a year as a QA supervisor. These are not special people. They just made a decision to stick to it for 20 weeks, and it changed their life. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that there will be a 25% growth in QA jobs by 2032. And companies are in desperate need of QA professionals because when their system goes down, they lose millions. So if you're tired of being underpaid and you want a recession-proof career that lets you work from anywhere, not just home, but even on the beach, do not wait. Every day you delay is another day someone else is getting the training you need. I want you to visit anthonyoneal.com/QA. Again, that is anthonyoneal.com/QA to sign up today. It's going to change your life. I promise you. Black people, here's number 3 thing we got to do. We got to shift. We got to have a strategic plan on how to eliminate our debt. Because this is war. Listen, according to recent studies, Black families are 61% more likely to carry unsecured debt, credit cards, medical bills, student loans, car notes, personal loans, etc. And the debt becomes a generational anchor, dragging our kids and their kids down with us. The Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Not a good man leaves debt to his children's children. And the reason why a lot of us, specifically within the African-American community, cannot leave a inheritance to our children's children is because we were so stuck on having the nice things and not having a strategy with our money. So when we pass, yeah, we got a little life insurance policy, but we didn't amass wealth to where we could put that wealth on top of the insurance policy that anchors and sets our children's children up to be even wealthier than us. And I talk about this a lot, so I'm not going to harp on this too long, but we seriously, and I mean this, y'all, seriously, we can't be passive about this. We must be strategic and aggressive. Debt keeps us stuck. Debt keeps you and your family stuck, but ownership sets us free. Ownership sets you free. Are you hearing me? This is not a game. This is not me just screaming for no reason. This is an all-out war against the system trying to keep us down. Doesn't it alarm you that they reward you for being in debt, but then they penalize you with a credit score if you don't have any debt? Oh, wow, you borrowed $10,000, you're paying the minimum back. Oh, wow, we're going to give you an 800 credit score. Oh, wait. No, we can't reward you. You're not playing the game. You don't have any debt, so we can't reward you. Oh, Anthony, the credit score just simply means that, you're showing them you know how to pay bills on time. Well, wait a minute. Shouldn't you examine my whole life then? Shouldn't you examine my rent? How come my rent payment is not automatically considered inside of the score? If I'm paying $2,000, $3,000 a month in 2025 for rent, that should be going towards my daggone credit score. If I got to pay car insurance, which is required in every single state, and if I'm paying that on time every single month, that should be in my daggone credit score. If I'm getting a paycheck and I'm putting 10% inside of the paycheck, that should be inside my daggone credit score. If I'm investing and putting 15% into a mutual fund, an index fund, a Roth IRA, that should be inside of my credit score because I'm showing you I can pay bills on time, I can save money, and I can invest. So if I do go buy a home, how come that can't be considered a part of my credit score? Doesn't that bother you that the system is not designed to set us up to win? It is designed to keep us in debt? Don't get it twisted. I believe that we all need an 800 credit score. This is why I'm doing the research on it and using programs like a Debtree, using programs like a Kickoff that can help us, get a credit score. How do we play the game? But we are the person playing the game and we're not a piece of the game. So since we got to have a credit score to get a lower interest rate on a mortgage, to get a lower monthly fee for our car insurance, daggone it, I'm going to play the game. I'm going to go to Kickoff. I'm going to pay them $5 a month, and I'm going to get me an 800 credit score. I'm going to go to Debtree, let them clean up my credit report, and let them add a trade line to my credit report that doesn't require any debt. Just pay them $10, $15 a month. Boom, I'm straight. I ain't got no debt. As a matter of fact, I don't know what we're showing on today. Ed, run those two right now. Run those two ads right now. And I need y'all to get on that game. Building credit the traditional way is slow and confusing. And most credit cards want you to rack up debt just to boost your score. You see, I used to think that you had to choose between staying debt-free or having a good credit score. But here's what I've discovered. There's actually a way to build credit without any credit checks, without going into debt, and without paying crazy interest fees. And it works faster than I thought possible. See, my friends at Kickoff, they are the truth. They are doing something different. They help you build credit the right way without the debt trap. I've seen people go from no credit to a 700 plus score using their system, and they did it completely debt free. Say one more time, completely debt free. Over 150,000 people have left 5-star reviews on the App Store. Users see an average of 34 points increase in their credit score. Some even see, watch this, up to 84 points within the first 12 months. These aren't just numbers. These are real people getting approved for homes and getting better interest rates. Here's the truth. Every month you wait is another month of paying higher interest rates on everything. A good credit score can save you a lot of money, thousands on a mortgage, hundreds on car insurance, and even help you skip the security deposits. Don't let bad credit cost you money. I want you to visit anthonyoneal.com/kickoff right now to get started for as little as $1 on your first month. I want you to build credit the debt-free way because your future self will thank you. What's going on, family? I want to thank my friends over at Debtree for sponsoring today's show. You see, with rising rent, inflation, and high interest rates, your credit score matters more than ever. Whether you are trying to buy a home or just qualify for an apartment, it all starts, honestly, with having good credit. You see, this is where my friends at DYAI comes in. Watch this. It's a 100% free app that helps you build, fix, monitor, and even protect your credit with no confusion and no stress. Just smart AI-powered support that works 100% consumer debt-free. DYAI helps you build credit fast, helps you fix errors quickly, and stay protected with weekly updates, real-time alerts, and here's the best part about it, a $1 million ID theft insurance policy. Here's what I love about Debtree. On average, users are seeing about 34 points go up when it comes to their credit report. No credit card required, and premium members average an 82-point boost on their credit score. The better your score, the more you save, and the more you get approved. Listen, I need you to go check out my friends over at anthonyoneal.com/Debtree. Again, that is anthonyoneal.com, DOVLY. If you're tired of hearing no because of your credit scores, it's time to take control with my friends. Go check them out right now, and let's get back to today's show. Here's number 4, y'all. Here's number 4. We talked about getting out of debt. We talked about making sure that we can get, our credit score at a good place that doesn't require us to borrow money. Now, number 4 is, if we're going to really change this wealth gap and really go there, we got to start investing in appreciating assets. Because once you've tackled debt and you built a good small cushion, the next step is investing. Now, some of y'all are thinking investing is for rich people. Stop. No, it's not. Just stop right there. It's not. For many Black families, 60% of their net worth comes from home ownership. But we also need access to the stock market, business home ownership. I mean, not business home ownership, but business ownership, and a good real estate portfolio. Here's how we start, and I need y'all to write this down. Maximize your employer 401k match. That's free money if you're not doing it. Invest in a good index fund and beginner-friendly platforms like Moomoo. We should have it up right here. Go to anthonyoneal.com/Moomoo. Put $50 inside of it. They're going to give you 5 free stocks. If you put $100 in there, it's 100% easy and there's no crazy fees. You can have a platform today and you're investing in it and get free stocks. And then after that, man, I want you to seriously explore some real estate opportunities. This is why I bring guests like the Coalition Group Properties on once a month to show you how to enter the real estate game. This is why I also bring my boy Courtney on once a month, because he can help first timers confidently start investing from scratch. If you all have some good questions about this, this is good. Keep watching because I'm going to bring them on. Here's the last thing, and I'm going to get this out of here in 3 minutes. We're going to hit this on time today. We got to be strategic when it comes to our education and legacy planning. Okay. We got to be very strategic when it comes to educating ourselves and our communities and our families and legacy planning. Here's what most people will not tell you. Wealth isn't just stored in wallets. It's stored in minds. Say it one more time. Wealth isn't just stored in wallets and in bank accounts and investment accounts. It's also stored in our minds. We got to educate every single generation, family. We got to talk about money around the dinner table. Yes, in front of your kids. Anthony, they're too young. No, they're not. If they are young enough to learn the latest dance and the latest music. I was talking to an adult. This is off subject, but it'll be on subject. I was talking to an adult. 2 kindergartners were found in a bathroom. Doing something interesting. Read between the lines. So you're trying to tell me a kindergartner can learn something sexual. Why? Because of what they see and what they hear, but they can't learn about money. They can't learn about God. They can't learn about this. No. We think it's over their heads. Rachel Cruz said something that was so good. She said, more is caught than it is actually taught. So while you're talking about it, let them see it. And while, yes, they may not comprehend it, but their brains will start to see it and start registering it. Show your children how to tithe. Show your children budgeting and saving and investing. Make sure that they understand how to keep and to grow money. And make sure they understand the word wealth. You see, my Wealth Builder tool is a great tool to familiarize yourself with. Go to anthonyneal.com, go to the store section. It's like $9. All right. Get that information and start teaching and start passing this on. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because with me being an adjunct professor at Virginia Union now and back in school myself, I was just going to get my bachelor's, to be honest with you. But I felt the Holy Spirit tell me to keep going. I have a lot of my friends saying, man, you don't need a doctoral degree. You got a bachelor's in finance and banking, and you have an MBA in church management where you can go inside and help churches do their thing. But I want to be a positive example to everyone. Yeah, I got the millions of followers. Yes, we've built a 7-figure business, but education is so important because I understand if I can get the education, I can help more people. And that's still a whole lot for me to learn. And if I can learn more, I can come back and teach you all more. Some of the things I've learned over here lately that are very, very important when it comes to us, people of color. Listen to me very closely. You've got to have a good life insurance policy. This needs to be at least 10 to 15 times your yearly income. So if you're making $50,000 a year, times that by 10 to 15, your insurance policy needs to be that. You need to create an estate plan with your will, trust, and the beneficiaries in place. You have to break the cycle of silence. Talking about money should become normal. And can I be honest? I never had a conversation with my grandmother about money, my grandfather about money. Heck, I don't even think I even met two of my grandfathers. Can I be honest with you? No disrespect to my parents, but growing up, they talked a little bit about money, but I also saw we were still struggling. So they really weren't practicing what they were teaching. You know the old saying, do as I say, not as I do? Well, I heard them talk a little bit about it, but I saw way more. Now, all of my parents are doing much better today. But growing up, I didn't see what they said. You see, the silence will cost our family generations of wealth if we're not doing it the right way. Listen, we got to start advocating for systemic changes. We're not just here to adapt, family. We're here to transform. I need you to get to know your elected officials, attend county meetings, spread the word, tell your friends, tell your family. Because my philosophy, if we all learn something and if we all teach it to one person, we're just gonna reduplicate, and eventually a generation will be totally different because it started with me. I taught one here, you all learned, you taught it there. Empowerment multiplies when all rise together. When we all rise together, things change. It's time to activate. We are smart, we are capable, and we will set the next generation up to close this wealth gap. This is no longer about aspiration. It's about activation. It is about activating what is possible. The systems that held us back, we're going to use them to build us up. The wealth gap that tried to define us, we're going to close it one family, one generation at a time. Listen, I'm almost there. 25 to 30 minutes. I think I got like 30 seconds left. Yo, it's your boy Anthony ONEAL, man. I truly and genuinely love you. I hope that this show inspired you. I hope you see where we're going within this community of the E3 community. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. All right, it's your boy Anthony ONEAL. I love you, and I'll see you in the next show. Share the show. All right, peace out.